So this is indie games we think you need to play. I'm Scott.
I'm Jen.
And we are Retro Rivals. In this video, we're going to talk about all the indie games that we've played and we think that you might want to play also.
True. We have a list of 10 because 10 seems to be a good round number. Most people use on YouTube, so we're just copycatting and we're going with that too.
Should go with 9 next time.
Just to be different?
Yeah.
Just to be different. Okay,
yep.
Maybe we will. You'll find it next video. So, I don't know. You got the game, so I can't do anything until you pull the games out.
I'm just going to start bringing them out. Now,
Sounds good.
Jen's first game that she has on the list is a part of a box set?
A bigger collection.
Yes.
It's the AnnaPurna collection.
The AnnaPurna collection. So, and it is What Remains of Edith Finch.
Yes.
This one on this end. But there's a whole bunch of them in there.
And I have only played What Remains of Edith Finch. Although
well, what are you doing?
I know.
I watched you play What Remains of Edith Finch, and I enjoyed it. It's definitely a game. It's kind of a story. There's not a lot of action to it. Kind of walking sim that takes you through a story.
Yeah.
And it would be good for like a couple to sit there and play through it because the other person can appreciate the story.
It's not long. It's like 2 hours maybe.
Couple hours there for sure.
Or maybe a bit longer than that. I can't quite remember. I just know that it was Denver Gamer that recommended it for me when I was doing my gamer education. And I feel like at the time I enjoyed it. I did not appreciate it for as good as it was because I was still learning the mechanics of how to play a game, and I wasn't...
He picked it, I think, along with others that were easier to play.
Yeah.
Plus, they had a good story and would keep you in.
Well, that was
engaged.
the problem. I was still trying to figure out the mechanics, and I don't think I was as engulfed in the story.
Yeah.
But I think back at it, and I was like, wow, that was a really deep story. Like, it had some spooky vibes to it, although it wasn't scary. It just was dark. It was heavy. I think so. Those kind of play in the
more
same.
More of a creep factor, probably.
Yes, exactly. But it's a fantastic game, and I'm really excited to play Donut County too. I hear that's a really
Donut County.
Donut County. I hear it's a really good game too. So I don't.
Slide that over.
Oh, I am 8-bit. I didn't realize it was in conjunction with them. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
All right, next one on the list is mine. Played it this year. Or actually, did I play it last year?
No, I think
it was at the first of this
year.
year.
I think it was the first of this year.
It's Cosmic Star Heroine on the PS4. I love this game.
Was it not a Christmas gift?
Yes, I do believe so.
Yeah.
Who got it from you?
Who else would get it from you?
Maybe your mom.
No, me.
Okay.
No. The games mom gets you are still stuck in purgatory.
Yeah, I know. So, turn-based combat, pixel graphics, like old retro style games, very beautiful, cool story, so much so, I enjoyed it so much so that I started seeking out other games that were developed by the same team.
Cthulhu Saves Christmas?
Cthulhu Saves Christmas.
Yeah.
Here Madness Lies, is that the...
Yeah,
I always
something
get
like
kind of
that.
mixed up.
Yeah.
And... there's another one I just can't remember now, and I have Cthulhu Saves Christmas, I just haven't played it yet, and the other one I missed out on. If I want to get physical, I have to do it on
Sell
eBay.
a kidney.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Very cool, short RPG. If you're into the old school turn-based RPGs, I'd give it a try 100%.
Well, that's the thing, too. If you can't commit, like, a 70 hours, like, it's not that game.
I feel like it was between 8 and 12 hours.
Yeah, it was really...
And I did as much as I could
really digestible.
Yes. Next one on this list,
I
also played.
You also played.
Finished it just a month ago.
Enjoy it.
I held off. Sea of Stars on the PS5. Loved it.
Yeah, it was visually beautiful.
Visually
like I saw
beautiful.
him play a little bit of it.
Gameplay has this time-based kind of counter that you get.
Yeah, you were saying. What I really appreciated about this game is sometimes RPGs, I'm very interested in the art of them, and sometimes they can be a little bit washed out, a little bit not the style I'm looking for. This was very vibrant and bright and beautiful. And
this is Canadian-made game.
Yeah.
Also, if you guys don't know anything about this, the same developers made The Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually talking to the guy at Comic Book Store today, and he was talking to me about that because I told him I'm playing Ninja Gaiden. And he was like, oh, wow, did you try The Messenger yet? And I'm like, no.
I think other people have mentioned that to us as well.
And I really want to play it, but you know me, I really like to get a hold of a physical copy before I play it, but I think those physical copies are well over $100 now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next one on the list is yours, Jenny.
Yay!
So this is 2 games, right?
Yes.
So it's Inside and Limbo on the Xbox One. I do believe you can play these. Limbo's on the 360. I can see it from here.
Yeah, it's on a 3-pack. And
probably play it on all the other consoles also. Maybe not physically.
Yeah,
maybe.
I do know they have it on PS4. I just happened to find it on Xbox One first. I don't really care as long as I can play the game. I do prefer PS4.
Yeah.
But these 2 games I played back to back. They're not long. They're like just linear puzzle. It just dark feeling. The stories are both very moody and dark in both of them.
I watched a little bit of Limbo, I think it was.
Yeah. Just it's very easy to play, but it feels heavy on your soul at the same time.
Black and gray.
Yeah, for the most
art
part.
Style.
And it just like it's almost kind of a break in between a long game because they're easy digestible games, but it does like heavy wise it doesn't feel like that. You just like the stories are very compelling.
Cool. Mm-hmm. Think I'd like them? They're very puzzly, ain't they?
They're puzzly, but the visuals and the moodiness of it, it's really cool.
Oh, I deal with moody all the time.
Oh, huh.
Here's another one of Jenny's.
Yes.
The Ori Collection. Are you saying both games, or do you have one or the other?
No, I couldn't go with one over the other because the story in the first one sets the tone for both games.
Direct sequel?
Yes.
Number 2?
And I think it made me fall even more in love with Metroidvania. Obviously, I've played this after Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
And it just gave me Metroidvania with a very gripping story. And especially since I'm a mom and just, I don't want to ruin it for anybody, but how the story starts out for any parent who would play the game, you immediately are hooked. You're like, oh my god, it's again another very heavy, moody game, but visually stunning and beautiful.
I only know what I know from doing gameplay footage on our videos.
Yeah.
But it looks beautiful.
It is amazing.
This one here I hate.
I know you do.
I don't even
And we talk about it all the time.
No, you made me hate it. I was enjoying it up to a point
I
there,
know.
but it is Cuphead.
I feel like people are going to get sick and tired of me.
Yes, I'm sick and tired of talking about Cuphead there because it is graphically beautiful. The gameplay is addictive.
It's another Canadian indie game. We have
It's
to mention
co-op. The music's great. Everything's great, but the wife is terrible.
It's like a Mickey Mouse acid trip. It's like if Mickey Mouse kind of visuals, like that sort of setting.
Yeah.
But like just terrible because you're fighting these crazy bosses, but the art style and everything just like wraps it up in this nice, neat, tidy little package of chaos.
I always thought it was as difficult as it was because when you fought the bosses, there was patterns, but I always thought there was more like 3 overlaying patterns that didn't mesh up. It wasn't all in sync, so they constantly moved together.
Saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So yeah, that's why it was so difficult, but it was more difficult because Jen wouldn't let me take a break.
Yeah. Sorry.
How many games do you got here in a row? Do I have any?
Well, you had games in a row.
2?
You have
all right,
games
this one here is Jen.
Yes.
With her walking sims or...
No, it wasn't a walking sim.
All right.
It was more
so
like
we have
work.
on the PS Vita, Papers, Please.
I feel like people are going to start to see a theme where I like heavy, moody games that make you think something. And
I don't even know how this is a heavy, moody game.
Because
I've seen gameplay
you're in
of
like... You're in war-torn times, and you can't let people through the border unless they have
a desk, aren't you?
It's so much more than that because you're trying to decide who gets through and who doesn't get through. And if you let the wrong people through,
you just like the power.
I like the
it's
power
a power trip
of deciding.
there.
I like to be able to go, nope, denied, and stamp it and just be like, you're not getting through. But there's consequences to all your actions in this. You can take bribes from the, like, I can't remember what the name of the group is. I've done a video on this. I did a review video on this.
Oh, yes, you did do a full review on this.
Yeah, and it's, again, another really moody, heavy game that someone put out a short story to that I can't recommend enough. We'll pop it in here. I'll make Scott to it if he edits the video. But you should go watch the short story. It kind of sums up the whole idea of the game better than I can explain it.
Is that the little movie, the film that...
Yeah. That's the little film. Somebody did that.
Maybe Jenn will be editing this one.
Maybe I will be.
All right. Guess what? It's another one of Jenn's
Well, then just
games.
mix them up.
I put them in on the way you had them written down on the paper.
Okay.
Cave Story Plus on the Nintendo Switch. Talked a little bit about it during our Switch collection.
Yes, I think this one's not as heavy and moody as the other one. It is a Metroidvania. This Cave Story Plus, it's kind of a remake, or guess not a remake, maybe like a like a remaster or port of the original. I don't know if it adds anything more to the story or adds better mechanics or whatever, because I didn't play the original.
Do you know where the original was?
No, not a clue. I just know we picked this up in Parlor. It looked cool.
Steam, I'm assuming, maybe?
Maybe.
I don't know, I'm guessing. In the comments, let us know.
Yeah, but it's, again, another Metroidvania, and I didn't get the best ending on it because I missed a few things that you need to get it.
All the more reason to play it again.
Maybe. I really enjoyed it. I would play it again. It's good enough to play again, for sure.
All right. Oh, I actually played some of this, so this would be your pick though. Still,
I think it's my co-op game of the year, my indie co-op game of the year.
Not mine.
No.
It is Curse of the Sea Rats on the PS4, but I'll tell you what, if you have a PS5, you slap this sucker in there, you'll get the free upgrade.
Yes.
We know that for a fact.
We do.
2 to 4 player co-op.
Yes.
Metroidvania.
Yes.
Cel-shaded graphics.
Beautiful cel-shaded graphics.
Everybody's a rat.
Everybody's a rat.
Different
terrible
weapons,
voice acting.
Terrible voice acting.
And that's the
lackluster story. But you have to play this with friends. I would not recommend to play this by yourself. I just don't think there's enough there.
I don't think
Jenn loved it. Me not so much. I thought it was good.
But as a co-op experience,
we had fun.
We had a blast, and there was enough difficulty there that it didn't feel like you were breezing through it.
Oh no. Definitely not breathing.
Yeah, and they're like the whole setup of the map. I was like, it gave me Castlevania feels with like having to go from here to there. Yeah,
it's Metroidvania, 100%. Fun part about playing co-op with friends: if 2 out of the 3 people die, you wait long enough, the third person can bring you back.
I was gonna say, you wait long enough, the third person will die too, and you'll start that over. But yeah, you turn into an angel of yourself, and in order a ghost. In order to be able to bring the person back, you have to slash at them. And there's one platforming stage where you, towards the very end, where you have to go across the screen from left to right and right to left, jumping across this stuff.
I did it the best at the end.
You did.
I did rage it though, and I was.
We had to stay.
Every
away
one
from
of us
them.
raged it, and we're like, okay, you try it next, and you try it next, and then I was watching Dennis do it, and then he raged, and I was like, I'm gonna try something, and I did a super jump at the right spot as the platform was moving, and I skipped a big pile of it.
You did,
and jumped on it. It was way
but
easier
even
that way.
if the enemy bullets hit you or something,
it would knock you off.
It would knock you off, but it would also bring that person back, and then it would move the screen, and then you couldn't go anywhere. And
fun.
It was easier to do it with one person.
Ooh, last game is mine.
Last game is yours.
I think I had to fight to keep this on the list, did I?
No.
Or was that a different list you wouldn't let me have it on?
Mm.
I should have it on every list.
There you go.
Because this game is awesome. It is Sifu Vengeance Edition on the PS5. If I always grew up loving martial art movies, good, bad, whatever. If it's got good fight scenes, I will watch the movie.
Yeah.
Just watched The Matrix with my son here. I watched the second one literally hours before filming this video, and we watched the first one last week, so we're going to go through the trilogy, and I just, you know, if you've seen The Matrix... Well, there's 4, but I don't even want to count that 4th one. It's so bad. I don't even know if I should show them that one. Anyway, this one's fantastic. Like I said, if you love beat 'em ups and if you love kung fu and stuff like that, like you're gonna love this. And there's different difficulties, and I think you can, after you unlock things, you carry it over into the next. Like you just continue to carry it over. Every time you die, there's like a...
That's my favorite mechanic.
Like a bracelet or necklace or whatever, and there's a kind of like an emblem on it. If you die, you lose one, and then you age a little bit.
Yeah.
And it brings you back, and it just keeps going like that. Like this is something I'll put in probably at least once a year, just for fun. It's not a long game. The boss fights can be pretty difficult. Yes. But it is fun.
I honestly think I would really enjoy that because when I'm playing a game and it's heavy combat, I'm really into it. So I think I'll eventually play it.
Just love it. Like you're in a bar. And you got like maybe 10, 15, 20 guys all coming at you, and you're using the environment. You have to jump over the bar to separate yourself. Get a couple of guys because you can't fight all of them at once. They'll just overtake you. So you have to plan out how to beat them, right? So.
That's awesome.
So that was our 10 indie games that we think you need to play.
Yeah, and let us know what are some of your favorite indie games. Maybe we haven't played them. Maybe we need to discover them. Even better if they're co-op because we're running out of co-op games to play. So. Anyways, until next time, game on.